On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Handsome.
Physically attractive and pleasing in appearance, attractive and generous.
Examples:
A handsome young man. A handsome salary. The politician was known for his handsome appearance and charm.
Charm.
The power or quality of pleasing or fascinating people.
Examples:
Masculine charm. Charm against bad luck. These are significantly more exquisite than typical charm bracelets.
Largely.
Virtually entirely, to a large degree.
Examples:
Largely accepted. Largely mitigate the issue. Nevada is largely a desert state.
Unstable.
Lacking solidity, persistence, or firmness and therefore not strong, safe, or likely to continue, lacking control of one's emotions.
Examples:
Mentally unstable. Unstable weather. The tower proved to be unstable in the high wind.
Adopt.
To choose to follow something, to legally take a child from another family and care for them as if they were one's own.
Examples:
Adopt a child. Adopt a bill. The National Assembly has adopted the budget.
Mess.
A state of confusion, dirtiness, or untidiness. Verb, to fail to do something or to make something dirty or untidy.
Examples:
Have a whole mess. Get into a mess. He made a frightful mess in his room.
Paralyze.
To cause a person or part of the body to become unable to move or feel.
Examples:
Paralyze a city. Paralyze a person. The venom from the snake bite paralyzed his arm.
Separate.
To force, take, or pull apart. Mark is different.
Examples:
Separate video into chapter. Separate cream from milk. We need to separate the aspect of his personality from the part of his competence when making an investment decision.
Anxiety.
A feeling of worry, nervousness, or unease about something that is happening or might happen in the future.
Examples:
Diagnosis of anxiety disorder. Anxiety for knowledge. She waited for her daughter with anxiety.
Fabric.
Cloth or other material produced by weaving wool, cotton, silk, etc., used for making clothes, covering furniture, etc.
Examples:
A hand-loomed fabric. Fabric of creation. These synthetic fabrics are used in military vests because of their excellent abrasion resistance.
Recyclability.
The degree to which a material or product can be reused or repurposed after it has served its original function, without requiring significant modifications or environmental harm.
Examples:
Recyclability rate. Low recyclability problem. The recyclability of electronic devices is a significant challenge due to the complexity of their components.
Hunt.
To go after and try to catch wild animals to kill them for food, sport, or profit.
Examples:
Hunt a job. Hunt after knowledge. Hounds hunt their prey by using their keen scent.
Suffer.
To experience pain, distress, or hardship, to undergo or endure something painful or unpleasant.
Examples:
Suffer a setback. Suffer bad grades. The older man suffers from arthritis and finds it difficult to move around.
Hallucinate.
To experience a seemingly real perception of something that does not actually exist, usually as a result of a mental illness or drug use.
Examples:
Start to hallucinate. Hallucinate with drug. Sleep-deprived people gradually lose their concentration and may hallucinate.
Diagnose.
To determine or distinguish the nature of a problem or an illness through a careful analysis.
Examples:
Diagnose the problem. Diagnose with CT scans. This device is used to diagnose brain cancer and other tumors.
Canine.
Relating to or characteristic of dogs or the dog family, having qualities that are similar to those of dogs, such as loyalty or aggressiveness.
Examples:
Canine behavior. Canine teeth. The veterinarian recommended a canine-friendly diet for my dog's health.
Compulsive.
Relating to or involving an irresistible urge to do something repeatedly or excessively, often in a way that is harmful or detrimental to one's well-being or relationships.
Examples:
Compulsive gambling. Compulsive behavior. He had a compulsive need to check the stove was turned off every time he left the house.
Disorder.
An untidy state or a lack of organization, a physical condition or illness that causes problems with how a section of the body or brain functions.
Examples:
The files are in complete disorder. People with bipolar disorder. The doctor prescribed some medicine for the mental disorder.
Tip.
The top or extreme point of something slender or tapering, usually a mountain or hill. A piece of advice about something practical, a small amount of money given for services.
Examples:
The tip of a paintbrush. Give the waiter a tip. I will introduce some tips on learning English in this class.
Iceberg.
A large piece of ice floating in the sea, detached from a glacier.
Examples:
Hit an iceberg. Iceberg melting. The ship encountered a series of icebergs and had to change its course.
Introduction.
A preliminary explanation or remarks given before the start of a text, performance, or event, the act of bringing something new into existence or introducing something to a wider audience or new market.
Examples:
Introduction education. Self-introduction. The introduction to the new class was informative and engaging.
Stick.
To put something, usually a sharp object, into something, noun, a thin piece of wood or other material.
Examples:
Stick a key in a lock. Fire stick. You stick a bill in the change machine, and the coins pop out.
Biology.
The scientific study of life and the natural processes of living things.
Examples:
Evolutionary biology. Cell and molecular biology. In junior high school, we had to dissect a frog in biology class.
pH.
A measure of the acidity or alkalinity of a substance, on a scale of 0 to 14, with 7 being neutral, lower values indicating greater acidity, and higher values indicating greater alkalinity.
Examples:
pH value of 7. pH scale. The pH level of this soil is too acidic for these types of plants.
Emotion.
A strong feeling such as love, anger, etc., deriving from one's situation, mood, or relationships with others.
Examples:
Control my emotion. Afraid to show emotion. Some emotions are common across cultures and backgrounds.
Prescription.
A written or spoken instruction that directs a medical practitioner to prescribe a specific treatment or medication for a patient.
Examples:
Prescription drugs. Fill the prescription. I need to refill my prescription for allergy medication at the pharmacy.
Therapy.
The act of caring for someone through medication, remedial training, etc.
Examples:
Therapy for a patient. Field of gene therapy. I underwent aversion therapy for my addiction to alcohol.
Overcome.
To succeed in controlling or dealing with something, such as a problem or difficulty, to defeat or overwhelm someone.
Examples:
Overcome opponents. Overcome all difficulties. He tried to overcome a bad reputation and win the election.
Panic.
A sudden strong feeling of fear that cannot be controlled and prevents reasonable thought and action.
Examples:
A panic reaction. Panic buying. The participation of oil-producing countries in the war caused panic in the financial markets.
Crack.
To break or cause to break without dividing into separate parts. Noun, a line on the surface of something along which it is separated without breaking.
Examples:
Crack an eggshell. A crack in a board. He that would eat the kernel must crack the nut.
Topic:
A subject that is being discussed or written about.
Examples:
A serious topic. The topic of the book. The topic of the discussion was the current state of the economy.
Discovery.
The act or process of finding information, a place, or an object, or learning about something that was previously not known.
Examples:
A scientific discovery. The great discovery of the century. Her research team made an important discovery.
Identify.
To recognize someone or something and say or prove who or what they are.
Examples:
Identify handwriting. Identify gene sequences. I will introduce you to how to identify the leading causes of the malfunction.
Relation.
The way two persons or groups of people feel and act toward one another.
Examples:
Relation between cause and effect. Relation of inclusion. The industrial relations laws were passed with little to no alteration.
Phenomenon.
Something that exists and can be perceptible, especially one that is not fully understood.
Examples:
Natural phenomenon. Historical phenomenon. A rainbow is a natural phenomenon.
Emotional.
Relating to people's feelings.
Examples:
Emotional health. Emotional distress. Human emotional responses vary widely depending on the society to which they belong.
Distress.
A feeling of great worry, sadness, pain, or discomfort.
Examples:
A signal of distress. Emotional distress. She's been in great distress since she was heartbroken.
Physician.
A medical doctor who practices medicine.
Examples:
The advice of the physician. Consult with a physician. She visited the local physician to seek treatment for her persistent headache.
Patient.
A person who is receiving medical treatment, care, or attention from a healthcare professional, such as a doctor, nurse, or therapist, a personal quality or characteristic.
Examples:
Patient in the hospital. Patient with weight loss. The doctor carefully examined the patient's medical history.
Observation.
The act or activity of carefully examining or monitoring something or someone.
Examples.
Class observation day. Observation instrument. In the hospital, she will remain under constant observation.
Stretch.
To make or be capable of making anything longer or broader without hurting or breaking.
Examples.
Stretch along the coast. Stretch a story. Some herds have been observed to stretch hundreds of kilometers.
Statistics.
The discipline that concerns the collection, organization, analysis, interpretation, and presentation of data.
Examples.
Statistics for cancer. Official statistics. The statistics demonstrate that poverty and unemployment are genuine problems.
Motto.
A phrase or slogan that expresses a guiding principle or goal.
Examples.
The motto for safe traffic. Company motto. The company's motto is innovation and service, which is reflected in its products and customer support.
Mood.
The way you feel at a particular time, an angry or impatient state of mind.
Examples.
The mood in a room. In an ugly mood. His gaffe spoiled the mood of the dinner party.
Unfortunate.
Having bad luck or fortune, unlucky.
Examples.
An unfortunate orphan. An unfortunate situation. The unfortunate accident caused many injuries and some fatalities.
Downside.
The negative aspects or consequences of something, the potential for loss or failure.
Examples.
Major downside. Downside of globalization. The downside of the new policy was that it would be more expensive for customers.
Obsessive.
Relating to or characterized by an obsession or excessive interest in a particular thing or activity, tending to dwell on or repeat certain thoughts or behaviors.
Examples.
Obsessive-compulsive disorder. Obsessive thoughts. Her obsessive behavior towards perfectionism often led to burnout.
Manifestation.
A visible or tangible form of something, especially a particular sign of a disease or condition.
Examples.
Manifestation of a deeper problem. Manifestation of psychological stress. The manifestation of his anxiety was evident in his shaking hands.
Groom.
To clean, brush, and care for the fur or feathers of an animal, to prepare oneself or someone else for a special event or occasion, to make something neat. Noun, also bridegroom, a man who is about to be married or has recently been married.
Examples.
Groom duties. groom a horse. I need to groom my dog before his fur gets too long.
Territory.
An area under the control of a ruler or state.
Examples:
Acquire territory. Territory in charge. They incorporated the conquered territory into their nation.
Paw.
The foot of an animal that has claws or nails, such as a cat, dog, or bear. A person's hand, especially a clumsy or heavy-handed one.
Examples:
Paw print. Paw pad. The cat batted at the toy with its paw.
Develop.
To grow or expand, to improve or refine through a process of progress and refinement, often to achieve greater sophistication or complexity, to elaborate or add detail to something that is in the process of being created.
Examples:
Develop a strategy. Develop a skill. We must develop a new system to streamline our workflow and increase efficiency.
Ritual.
Any customary observance or practice, any prescribed procedure for conducting religious ceremonies.
Examples:
A ritual dance. Morning ritual. The woman of the house does the holy ritual of lighting 2 candles.
Extreme.
Very great in amount or degree.
Examples:
Extreme sports. Extreme weather events. Solar gravity creates extreme pressures and temperatures.
Engage.
To attract and keep someone's attention and interest, to participate in or obtain services of something.
Examples:
Engage in environmental protection activities. Engage a new employee. Many multinational companies are engaged in the reconstruction of that country.
Manual.
Done by hand rather than by machine. Noun, a book of instructions, especially for operating a machine or learning a subject.
Examples:
Car with manual transmissions. Look at the manual. This machine cuts metal by manual control.
Atlas.
A book of maps or charts, a figure in Greek mythology who bore the weight of the world on his shoulders.
Examples:
Atlas map. Atlas of anatomy. The World Atlas showed me the locations of all the countries.
Encourage.
To give someone support, confidence, or hope, to persuade someone to do or continue to do something by making it easier for them and making them believe it is a good thing to do.
Examples:
Encourage a sense of affinity. Encourage antisocial behavior. They encouraged customers with a premium for loyal patronage.
Shock.
A strong feeling or physical reaction to a sudden and unexpected event or experience, especially something unpleasant.
Examples:
Death from shock. Shock resistant. He got an electric shock at work.
Shadow.
A dark area or shape cast by an object blocking the passage of light, an area in darkness or shade, a reflected image or copy of something, a person, activity, or influence that follows or accompanies someone or something closely and persistently, often in a secretive or ominous manner.
Examples:
Shadow cast. Shadow puppetry. The tree cast a shadow over the picnic area, providing relief from the sun.
Compulsion.
An irresistible urge or impulse to do something, often resulting from internal or external pressures or forces of habit.
Examples:
Compulsion to clean. Resistance to compulsion. She felt the compulsion to check her phone for messages every few minutes.
Chase.
To pursue something or someone, to catch or capture them. To go after something vigorously or with determination. Noun, a pursuit or a hunt, a narrow groove or channel cut into a surface, often used for decorative purposes.
Examples:
Chase a dream. Wild goose chase. The police officer chased the suspect through the crowded streets until they finally caught him.
Gizmo.
A small gadget or mechanical device, particularly one that is difficult to name or describe.
Examples:
Handy gizmo. High-tech gizmo. You can find all kinds of interesting gizmos in this store.
Stake.
A share or financial investment in something such as a business, a wooden or metal post set up to mark something.
Examples:
Execution by burning at a stake. By the company's stake. The stake of the company is too high nowadays.
Stereotype.
A fixed and unvarying idea or image that people have about what someone or something is like, but which is often not true in reality and may cause hurt and offense.
Examples:
Avoid stereotype. Negative stereotypes. Changing stereotypes about LGBTQ requires considerable effort.
Clip.
A small metal or plastic device used for holding an object or objects together or in place, a short part of electronic media, either an audio clip or video clip.
Examples:
Tie clip. Short video clip. He fastened some sheets of paper with a clip.
Spin.
To cause something to rotate rapidly, to cause someone to feel dizzy or disoriented.
Examples:
Spin a top. Spin thread out of cotton. The tornado is spinning across the countryside, destroying everything in its path.
Captivity.
The situation in which a person or animal is kept in prison or a space that they cannot escape from.
Examples:
Escape from captivity. Animals in captivity in the zoo. Pandas rarely breed in captivity.
Pace.
The speed at which someone or something moves, or the rate at which something happens or changes.
Examples:
At your own pace. The runner's pace. The economy is growing at a supercharged pace.
Sway.
To move back and forth or side to side gently, often in response to external factors such as wind or water. To influence or persuade someone to do something. To control or dominate something.
Examples:
Sway back and forth. Sway to the rhythm. The politician tried to sway public opinion in his favor, but his arguments fell flat.
Soothe.
To calm or comfort someone or something, to make something less painful or uncomfortable.
Examples:
Soothe anxiety. Soothe a baby to sleep. She applied aloe vera to soothe her sunburn.
Gorilla.
A large, powerful, and intelligent primate found in the forests of Central Africa, with coarse black or brown fur and a distinctive face.
Examples:
Gorilla habitat. Endangered gorilla. The gorilla at the zoo impressed visitors with its size and strength.
Psychiatry.
The branch of medicine concerned with the study, treatment, and prevention of mental illness.
Examples:
Psychiatry therapy. Biological psychiatry. The field of psychiatry is constantly evolving, with new treatments and approaches being developed all the time.
Creature.
A living being, especially an animal.
Examples:
Creature of habit. Artificial creature. The deep-sea creature was unlike anything the scientists had ever seen before.
Destruction.
The act of causing so much damage to something.
Examples:
Path of destruction. Cyclonic destruction. The extinction of several subspecies has been linked to climate change and habitat destruction.
Gnaw.
To bite or chew on something persistently or nervously, to wear away at something gradually.
Examples:
Gnaw a hole in a wall. Gnaw at the national sentiment. She couldn't stop gnawing on her nails.
Pluck.
To pull or draw something, especially with sudden force or effort, to strip of feathers.
Examples:
Pluck a gray hair. Pluck out weeds. She plucked the flowers off the bush.
Fur.
The hairy coat of a mammal, especially when fine, soft, and thick.
Examples:
An artificial fur. Fur coat. The fur of the animal was thick and soft to the touch.
Parrot.
A tropical bird with a curved beak and the ability to mimic sounds, often kept as a pet and trained to copy the human voice.
Examples:
Repeat like a parrot. A talking parrot. She keeps a parrot in a bird cage as a pet.
Lab.
A workplace for the conduct of scientific research, a laboratory.
Examples:
Lab instrument. Medical lab. The Prime Minister will pay a courtesy visit to the Nobel laureate's lab.
Barber.
A person who cuts men's hair and shaves beards as a profession, a shop or establishment where such services are offered.
Examples:
Favorite barber. Barber pole. The barber shop was closed on Monday, much to the disappointment of many customers.
Veteran.
A person who has had long experience in a particular area or activity.
Examples:
A 20-year veteran in the industry. Veteran teacher. The veteran soldiers have the role of teaching recruits the stringencies of training.
Conflict.
A strong disagreement, argument, or a violent clash between two opposing groups or individuals.
Examples:
The conflict between good and evil. The long-standing conflict. He and I often had conflicts, not only in personality, but also in ideology.
Deploy.
To move troops or weapons into a position or military action, to bring into something in an effective way.
Examples:
Deploy troops for battle. Deploy safety measures. This country deployed its weapons in the East region.
Scared.
Afraid or frightened.
Examples:
Scared all the time. Scared dog. I'm scared of insects.
Beard.
Hair that grows on a man's face, often around the mouth and chin.
Examples:
A black beard. Shave my beard. He grew a thick beard to change his appearance.
Hop.
To jump lightly and quickly on one foot or both feet, to move rapidly from one place to another, to travel using an aircraft, bus, etc.
Examples:
Hop on one foot. Hop from one place to another. The rabbit hopped over the fence.
Susceptibility.
The state of being easily influenced or vulnerable to some external influence, such as a disease, idea, or emotional state, the ability to be easily affected by something.
Examples:
susceptibility to peer pressure, chemical susceptibility. Certain individuals have a higher susceptibility to certain diseases due to genetic factors.
Exposed.
Having no protection or shield from something, such as bad weather, attack, or criticism.
Examples:
exposed to radiation, an exposed rock. Tech companies often employ exposed ducts and other materials in their office interiors.
Debilitating.
Weakening or damaging, causing a loss of strength, energy, or success.
Examples:
debilitating virus, debilitating effect. His debilitating illness made it difficult for him to leave the house.
Motorcycle.
A two-wheeled vehicle that is driven by an engine and has no pedals.
Examples:
motorcycle gangster, electric motorcycle. He had his motorcycle license revoked for drunken driving.
Phobia.
An extreme or irrational fear of a particular object, person, situation, or activity, a type of anxiety disorder.
Examples:
phobia treatment, social phobia. She has a phobia of spiders and always avoids them.
Beep.
To make a short, high-pitched sound, typically as a signal or warning.
Examples:
beep out a warning, beep the horn. The timer beeped, reminding me that the cake was ready to come out of the oven.
Microwave.
A form of electromagnetic radiation with wavelengths ranging from about 1 mm to 1 meter and frequencies between 300 MHz, 0.3 GHz, and 300 GHz. An electric oven that cooks food by exposing it to high-frequency electromagnetic radiation, which causes the food molecules to vibrate and heat up quickly.
Examples:
microwave radiation, microwave popcorn. I heated my leftover food in the microwave oven, which tasted just as good as freshly cooked.
Frequent.
Happening constantly.
Examples:
frequent absence, frequent use. His heartaches are less frequent now.
Instance.
A particular example or single occurrence of something.
Examples:
for instance, notable instance. These articles cite 5 instances of climate change.
Crazy.
Stupid or not sensible, very angry.
Examples:
crazy about cars and racing. A crazy scheme. The rain and thunder are crazy today.
Mist.
A cloud of very small drops of water collecting in the air, just above the ground or water.
Examples:
Mist in the morning. Fine mist. The sun has risen, and the mist has faded.
Abuse.
The use of something in an incorrect or harmful manner.
Examples:
The problem of drug abuse. Victim of sexual abuse. Our company has an audit team that monitors directors for abuse of authority.
Complicated.
Involving a lot of different things or parts in a way that is difficult to understand or analyze.
Examples:
A complicated process. Become increasingly complicated. He did complicated pen and ink drawings in just a few days.
Cocktail.
A drink, usually an alcoholic one, made by mixing one or more spirits, equals strong alcoholic drinks, and fruit juice, an appetizer served as a first course at a meal.
Examples:
A light cocktail. Cocktail of chemicals. We invited some friends for a cocktail party.
Ping.
To make a high-pitched, ringing sound, to send a brief electronic message or signal to another computer or device to check its availability or connection status.
Examples:
Ping me when you have arrived. Ping him with updates. I can ping my friend's computer to see if it's online.
Rescue.
To save someone or something from a dangerous or difficult situation.
Examples:
Rescue a dying dog. Rescue a company from bankruptcy. The fire department arrived just in time to rescue the family from the burning building.
Elderly.
A polite word for old.
Examples:
A home for the elderly. Elderly woman. The elderly woman is quite energetic.
Vacuum.
A space empty of matter, a device or tool used for cleaning or removing debris by creating suction.
Examples:
Vacuum cleaner. Vacuum packing. Please use the vacuum to clean up the mess on the floor.
Incident.
An event or occurrence, often unexpected or unplanned, something that happens.
Examples:
Traffic incident. Security incident. The incident at the airport caused a delay in my flight.
Closet.
A small room or cabinet with a door used for storing things, especially clothes.
Examples:
Closet full of suits. Walk-in closets. He brushed the suit before hanging it back into the closet.
Confident.
Feeling sure about your abilities or qualities, or having trust in people, plans, or the future.
Examples:
Feel confident. A confident remark. I'm not confident in our victory.
Patience.
The ability to remain calm and composed in the face of adversity, delay, or frustration. The capacity to tolerate or endure difficult or unpleasant situations without becoming upset or angry.
Examples:
Test my patience. Show patience. Healing a broken heart requires patience, as it takes time to heal.
Trauma.
An emotional wound or shock often has long-lasting effects caused by a highly upsetting or shocking experience.
Examples:
Psychic trauma. Trauma care. Many civilians have suffered trauma as a result of the war.
Recover.
To return to a former condition, health, mind, or strength.
Examples:
Recover a loss. Recover approval ratings. She is still recovering from a shot to her shoulder.
Rip.
To tear something or be torn violently or suddenly.
Examples:
Rip a notebook apart. Rip a hole in the roof. During transit, the stuff may rip off the luggage tag.
Drag.
To pull or haul with force.
Examples:
Drag a chair over. Drag a team down. He dragged the heavy suitcase behind him as he walked.
Monastery.
A building or complex of buildings in which members of a male religious community, called monks, live and worship.
Examples:
Monastery garden. Leave a monastery. This ancient monastery was founded in the 13th century and had a long history of religious devotion.
Monk.
A member of a religious community of men living under vows of poverty, chastity, and obedience.
Examples:
Monk lifestyle. Cloistered monk. The ascetic monk spent his days in prayer and contemplation in the monastery.
Veterinarian.
Formal for a vet, a medical professional who specializes in the care and treatment of animals, especially those that are domesticated or kept as pets.
Examples:
Veterinarian clinic. Experienced veterinarian. I took my pet to the veterinarian for a routine checkup.
Eventually.
Finally, particularly after a long time or a lot of struggle, complications, and so on.
Examples:
Eventually become obsolete. Eventually succeed. The corporation eventually dominated the entire tobacco business.
Facility.
A building or place that provides a particular service or is used for a particular industry.
Examples:
a cell phone with an internet facility. Facility design. This company has an entire recycling facility, including major reprocessing plants.
Decide.
To make up someone's mind about something, to come to a conclusion or judgment after considering options.
Examples:
decide a question. Decide on a course of action. She couldn't decide whether to order the pizza or the pasta for dinner.
Mint.
A place where coins, paper money, or metals are produced under government authority. Any north temperate plant of the genus Mentha with aromatic leaves and small mauve flowers.
Examples:
a mint of money. Mint flavor. The mint produces thousands of coins each day.
Rhinoceros.
Also rhino, a large, thick-skinned mammal with one or two horns on the nose, typically found in Africa and Asia.
Examples:
rhinoceros habitat. White rhinoceros. The baby rhinoceros at the wildlife sanctuary was recently born and is very cute.
Beetle.
An insect having a hard shell-like back covering its wings.
Examples:
beetle browse. A beetle larva. In ancient civilizations, the scarab beetle was worshipped as a sacred creature.
Defend.
To protect someone or something from attack, criticism, danger, etc.
Examples:
defend my country. Defend against a threat. International law allows each nation to defend itself when its rights and interests are illegally violated.
Immediately.
Now or without delay.
Examples:
immediately recall a product. Write him an answer immediately. A suspension order from the court is effective immediately.
Nod.
To lower and raise one's head, sometimes several times, as to show approval, agreement, greeting, or confirmation.
Examples:
nod at each other. Nod courteously. She nodded quietly in response to the question.
Sanctuary.
A place of refuge or safety, especially for victims of persecution or abuse.
Examples:
an animal sanctuary. Violate a sanctuary. The church offered sanctuary to refugees fleeing from war-torn countries.
Depression.
A mental condition in which a person feels very unhappy and without hope for the future, a severe recession in an economy or market.
Examples:
the Great Depression. The root problem of her depression. Depression symptoms might include a decrease in appetite and weight loss.
Depressed.
sad and without any hope.
Examples:
Depressed feeling. The market is depressed. After his mother died, he got depressed.
Empower.
To give someone the power or authority to do something.
Examples:
Empower my life. Empower the secretary to do the same. The company empowered employees to buy low-price items without approval to achieve efficient purchasing.
Assume.
To think or accept something to be true without having proof of it, to take or begin to have power, to begin to exhibit a specific quality or appearance.
Examples:
Assume a lousy attitude to his boss. Assume an important role. The following example assumes that the capacity of each battery is the same.
Anthropomorphic.
Describing or relating to the attribution of human characteristics to non-human entities.
Examples:
Anthropomorphic agent. Anthropomorphic design. The anthropomorphic robot was designed to have a human-like appearance.
Assign.
To give a specific job or piece of work to a someone.
Examples:
Assign projects. Assign top priority. Please assign a different color to each other kind of item.
Characteristic.
A typical feature or quality that can identify, tell apart, or describe something or somebody.
Examples:
Stripes characteristic of the zebra. My friend's characteristic laugh. Bananas have their characteristic taste and odor.
Anthropomorphize.
To attribute human characteristics, emotions, and abilities to non-human entities.
Examples:
Anthropomorphize animals. Anthropomorphize God. The children anthropomorphized their stuffed animals and gave them personalities.
Brain.
The organ inside the head that is responsible for one's movement, thought, memory, and feeling.
Examples:
Basic brain function. Permanent brain damage. X-rays revealed a small tumor in his brain.
Jar.
A cylindrical container, typically made of glass, metal, or pottery, with a wide mouth and a screwed or sealed lid, used for storing food, liquids, and other materials.
Examples:
A jar of jam. A water jar. He placed the coins in a jar to save for a trip.
Exotic.
Originating from or characteristic of a foreign country or culture, strikingly unusual, uncommon, or intriguing.
Examples:
Exotic species. Exotic vacation. I love trying exotic foods from different cultures.
Wildlife.
Animals, birds, insects, etc. that grow independently of people and live in natural conditions.
Examples:
Wildlife sanctuary. Bird and other wildlife. The conservation area has an abundance of wildlife.
Spiritual.
Relating to or affecting the human spirit or soul as opposed to material or physical things.
Examples:
Constant spiritual striving. Spiritual leader. The meditation class was focused on finding inner peace and cultivating a more spiritual connection with the universe.
Industrious.
Hardworking, diligent, and persistent in effort.
Examples:
Industrious worker. Industrious student. He was known to be very industrious and would often work late into the night.
Pharmaceutical.
Relating to the production and selling of the medical drugs.
Examples:
Major pharmaceutical companies. Commercial pharmaceutical products. She gave money to help set up a pharmaceutical laboratory.
Antidepressant.
Any of a class of drugs used to reduce feelings of sadness and worry.
Examples:
An antidepressant drug. Antidepressant effect. She's been taking antidepressants since her baby died.
Medication.
A drug or other form of medicine that treats, prevents, or alleviates the symptoms of the disease.
Examples:
Antibiotic medication. Medication by mouth. The pharmacist not only prescribes the medication but also guides its proper use.
Psychotic.
Relating to or characterized by a loss of touch with reality, exhibiting or suffering from a severe mental disorder characterized by delusions, hallucinations, or disordered thinking.
Examples:
Psychotic medication. Psychotic episode. Her husband's death caused her to experience a psychotic break.
Arsenal.
A collection of weapons or military equipment stored in preparation for war or conflict. A collection of resources or tools available for use in a particular field or endeavor.
Examples:
Arsenal of knowledge. Political arsenal. The police found a hidden arsenal of weapons in the suspect's house.
Toxic.
Of or relating to or caused by a poison, poisonous.
Examples:
Toxic molecule. Exposure to toxic chemicals. This chemical compound is 1,000-fold more toxic.
Relax.
To become or cause someone to become less active or tense and calmer.
Examples:
Relax a series of muscles. Relax at home. The rules were relaxed after the new executive arrived.
Peaceable.
Inclined towards peace and nonviolence, characterized by a desire for harmony, cooperation, and understanding in interpersonal relationships.
Examples:
Peaceable resolution. Peaceable coexistence. The peaceable protest remained peaceful despite some tension from law enforcement.
Feline.
Resembling or characteristic of a cat, especially in being sly, sneaky, or graceful.
Examples:
Graceful feline. Feline instincts. The feline creature looked up at me with its large green eyes.
Ethical.
Of or relating to principles about what is right and wrong, or the branch of knowledge dealing with these.
Examples:
An ethical doctrine. Shoulder ethical responsibility. The president must have the highest ethical standards.
Orca.
A species of large marine mammal, also known as the killer whale, found in Arctic and temperate waters worldwide, known for their intelligence, social behavior, and hunting prowess.
Examples:
Orca habitat. A huge pod of orcas. The orca whale is also known as the killer whale.
Calf.
A young cow, bull, or other domestic bovine animals.
Examples:
Baby calf. A calf elephant. The newborn calf stood on wobbly legs, trying to find its mother's milk.
Traffic.
The movement of vehicles, people, or goods along a route or through a transport system, the amount of such movement in a particular place or at a particular time.
Examples:
Traffic jam. Heavy traffic. We decided to take a detour to avoid the construction traffic on the main road.
Craw.
The crop or esophagus equals a muscular tube that connects the throat to the stomach of a bird or other animal where food is kept.
Examples:
Stick in my craw. Turkey's craw. The bird's craw was full after it had feasted on various seeds and insects.
Brave.
Showing courage or fearlessness in the face of danger, difficulty, or adversity.
Examples:
Brave soldier. Brave decision. The brave firefighter rescued the family from the burning building.
Skit.
A short, often humorous performative piece or act, typically performed in a comic or satirical tone or style, as part of a variety show or a theatrical or musical performance.
Examples:
Comedy skit. Political skit. The comedy group performed a hilarious skit about life in quarantine.
Environment.
The natural world such as air, water, and land in which humans, animals, and plants live.
Examples:
Environment affairs. Chaotic environment. Every human is responsible for taking care of the Earth's environment.
Immense.
Extremely large or great.
Examples:
Immense amount. Immense pressure. He left his wife an immense fortune.
Indefinitely.
Without any fixed or definite limit, for an unknown or unspecified period of time.
Examples:
Postpone a meeting indefinitely. Indefinitely suspended. The construction project has been delayed indefinitely due to the pandemic.
Bonobo.
A species of great ape that is native to the Congo Basin in Africa, known for its intelligence, social behavior, and peaceful temperament.
Examples:
Endangered bonobo. Bonobo habitat. The bonobo sanctuary is dedicated to protecting and rehabilitating these endangered primates.
Distribute.
To give something to a large number of individuals, or to spread or furnish something.
Examples:
Distribute wealth evenly. Distribute video content. His estate was distributed to his sons.
Therapeutic.
Relating to or involved in the treatment of illness or injury.
Examples:
Therapeutic massage. Therapeutic administration. Yoga is known to have therapeutic benefits for the mind and body.
Intervention.
The action or process of being done to improve or help a circumstance, often they have not been asked to do so.
Examples:
Intervention by foreign powers. Surgical intervention. This intervention does not require the patient's consent.
Veterinary.
Related to or involved in the practice of caring for animals, particularly in a medical or health-related context.
Examples:
Veterinary services. Veterinary medicine. The veterinary clinic specializes in treating exotic animals.
Medicinal.
Of or relating to the treatment or cure of disease.
Examples:
Medicinal chemistry. Traditional medicinal. The medicinal properties of this herb have been known to help with various ailments.
Behaviorism.
A psychological approach that emphasizes the study of observable behaviors and the environmental factors that influence them, often without reference to internal mental processes.
Examples:
Behaviorism theory. Behaviorism approach. Some educators have adopted behaviorism techniques to reinforce positive behavior in their classrooms.
Combine.
To join or merge to form a single thing or group.
Examples:
Combine chemically with another substance. Combine augmented reality. Hydrogen and oxygen combine to form water.
Unlikely.
Not probable or likely to happen.
Examples:
Unlikely event. It is unlikely that he would win the game. The passage of the bill is unlikely.
Orphan.
A child whose parents are dead or have abandoned them.
Examples:
Orphan care. Asylum for orphan children. The little girl was a war orphan and lived in a group home.
Fawn.
Having a light yellowish brown or tawny color, often resembling the color of a young deer, excessively flattering or obsequious to seek favor or attention.
Examples:
Fawn coat. White-tailed fawn. She had a fawn-colored dress that looked perfect for the wedding.
Cow.
A domesticated mammal with characteristic features such as a hump, large udders, and curved horns that is raised for its milk or meat.
Examples:
Cowherd. Dairy cow. The farmer milked the cows every morning before breakfast.
Hopeless.
Having no hope, despairing, having no chance of success.
Examples:
Hopeless situation. Hopeless at everything. After months of job searching, he felt hopeless and unsure of his future.
Sentimental.
Connected with or resulting from someone's emotions, rather than reason or realism.
Examples:
In a sentimental mood. Sentimental damage. Stop being sentimental and always speak the truth.
Legitimate.
Accordant with or allowed by law, lawful.
Examples:
A legitimate child. Legitimate question. Public political demonstrations are considered legitimate rights for citizens.
Oxytocin.
A hormone secreted by the pituitary which stimulates contractions of the uterus during labor, equals the process of pushing out a baby, and the ejection of milk.
Examples:
Oxytocin degrading enzyme. Oxytocin receptor. Women may increase oxytocin production through romantic love.
Bond.
A close emotional connection between two or more people, a certificate of debt that a government or corporation issues to raise money.
Examples:
Bond as a family. Global bond market. They had formed a friendship bond.
Hormone.
A chemical substance made by organs that encourages or influences the development, growth, sex, etc., of an animal and is carried around the body in the blood.
Examples:
hormone secretion, female hormone. The doctor diagnosed me with a hormone disorder.
Release.
To set free or allow to escape from confinement.
Examples:
release a prisoner, release CO2 into the air. The animal rights group worked to release the dolphins back into the wild.
Nurse.
A healthcare professional who is trained to provide care for the sick or injured. Verb, to try to cure by special care or treatment of an illness or injury.
Examples:
nurse practitioner, a volunteer nurse. The night shift nurse checked my vital signs before administering the medication.
Spike.
A narrow, thin, pointed piece of metal, wood, etc., a sudden large increase in the magnitude or concentration of something.
Examples:
to spike, to prevent blood sugar spikes. The recent spike in grain prices is partly due to the war in the producing countries.
Afterward.
After the time mentioned.
Examples:
a few years afterward. Go there afterward. We will explain the countermeasure concerning this problem afterward.
Survivor.
A person who remains alive after an event in which others have died.
Examples:
ovarian cancer survivor, a single survivor. The shipwreck survivor was rescued after floating in the ocean for 3 days.
Genocide.
The intentional killing of a large group of people, especially those of a particular ethnic group or nation.
Examples:
genocide victims, genocide resolution. The international community condemned the genocide in the country.
Rappel.
To descend a steep slope or vertical surface using a rope and a sliding device. To perform a controlled descent using such a device. Noun, the act of descending a cliff or other vertical drop by a double rope coiled around the body and fixed at a higher point.
Examples:
rappel down a cliff, rappel from a helicopter. The thrill seekers decided to rappel down the sides of mountains.
Backward.
At, to, or toward the direction or place that is behind or rear.
Examples:
walk backward, backward angle. She falls over backward when she sees her mother-in-law.
Helicopter.
A type of aircraft that is capable of hovering in place and moving vertically, as well as flying horizontally, often used for emergency medical services, military operations, and transport in areas with limited access.
Examples:
helicopter ride, police helicopter. The company's CEO arrived at the meeting via helicopter to avoid traffic congestion.
Skid.
To slide or slip on a surface, especially in an uncontrolled or unsafe manner. To come to a sudden halt or stop with a scraping or sliding noise. Noun, a sliding or slipping motion of a vehicle, usually sideways or out of control, due to a loss of traction with the road surface.
Examples:
Cause the tires to skid. Skid steer. The car started to skid on the icy road, but the driver was able to regain control.
Gander.
The act of taking a quick or casual look, a male goose.
Examples:
Gander's call. Casual gander. The bird watcher took out his binoculars to get a better gander at the bald eagle.
Amazing.
Extremely surprising, especially in a way that you like or admire.
Examples:
Amazing advances. The most amazing feeling. The golfer recorded an amazing distance.
Fantastic.
Extremely good, excellent.
Examples:
A fantastic dress. Absolutely fantastic event. The new amusement park ride was fantastic, with twists, turns, and drops that left riders screaming with excitement.
Well-being.
The state of being happy and healthy and prosperous.
Examples:
The well-being of a nation. A sense of well-being. We are responsible for the care and well-being of all our employees.
Archives.
A collection of historical documents or records providing information about a place, institution, or group of people.
Examples:
Historical archives. Digital archives. The archives at the library contain a wealth of information about the city's history.
Individual.
A single person or thing, as distinct from a group.
Examples:
A private individual. Individual freedom. As an individual, he had the right to make his own decisions and live his life as he saw fit.
Empathy.
The ability to share another person's feelings or experiences by imagining that person's situation.
Examples:
Full of empathy. Empathy for patients. Empathy is also necessary to understand history.
Occasionally.
Now and then, sometimes but not often.
Examples:
Occasionally dine with friends. Occasionally change the routine. She still occasionally writes a short romance novel.
Pug.
A small, sturdy breed of dog with a wrinkled face and a curled tail, a fighter, especially in boxing. Verb, to mix or prepare clay, especially for pottery.
Examples:
Pug dog. Playful pug. My cute pug puppy loves to play with her favorite toy, a squeaky ball.
Empath.
A person who can understand and share the feelings and experiences of others, often described as having a high degree of empathy.
Examples:
Empath skills. Empath in a corporate environment. Being an empath in a relationship requires the partner to understand the empath's unique emotional needs.